Ah, roll the die, and you may add 2 for hunting. And Rana, what's your endurance? What's endurance?
Our endurance currently is 28.
Good, because you'd had to deduct 2 if you had less than 8. So yeah, roll the die and add 2.
10.
Running from the tunnel entrance, you quickly leave the icy river far behind. You follow the tunnel for countless hours as it bends its way northwards. It becomes impossible to recall what hour of the day it is. The perpetual half-light of these caverns never changes. Through fissures in the wall of the tunnel, you catch glimpses of other chambers, and you marvel at the sheer scale of the labyrinth. You are nearly asleep on your feet when you suddenly detect the aroma of cooked meat. It is coming from a chamber just a few yards ahead to your right. You are very hungry and must soon eat. Do you wish to investigate the chamber or ignore it?
Maybe we might have to investigate.
Yeah. I
How was
mean,
it?
I don't expect to meet anyone who's friendly in here, but who knows? Might be lucky.
And Givenir, you agree?
Yeah, not sure. Let's go see what's in the chamber.
You can see 2 men in ragged clothes inside, huddled together beside a fire that seems to be burning inside a small metal bowl. Is it bowl or bowl? I can't remember for some reason.
Bowl. Bowls are something completely different.
Okay, small metal bowl. Over the flames, the skinned carcass of a small animal is roasting on a spit. The men are old and toothless, and they have strange glint of madness in their slanted eyes. And we have a picture of both of them, actually. I was doubting that for a sec. We are rolling again.
Oh, they have Liefeld's disease.
Let us have a look at that.
No, they have eyes. You can see them.
Yeah, but there are no pupils in them.
Actually, it's just because he's looking to his right.
Oh.
Huh. Okay.
Do we wish to approach them
Seeing as we
oh,
just can...
sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, seeing as we cannot just walk politely up and ask for the meal, then what the fuck to do?
Do you wish to politely approach them and ask for a meal? Or do you wish to attack them, or ignore them?
Let's try to be friendly. See what happens.
Give an ear?
I don't know. I guess it won't hurt to be polite much.
And Rana?
Then let us be polite.
On seeing you enter, the 2 old men jump to their feet and flee from the chamber along a smaller passageway. Their screams of panic echo loudly throughout the caverns.
Oh dear.
You are very hungry and quickly consume the cooked animal, pausing only to spit out the bones. You then notice that the fire is burning in a strange half-spherical metal bowl. The other half of the sphere lies on the icy floor nearby, and you find that both halves fit together perfectly. When you open it, you discover that the fire still burns inside. If you wish to keep this fire spear, you can mark it as you can keep it inside your jacket and mark it as a special item, so it won't take up space in your inventory.
That might be useful.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we call it then?
A fire sphere.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you said spear, but let me see. Fire sphere.
You know, it's kind of round, I guess. Spheres can tend to be that.
Okay, fire sphere. Round and glowy.
And warm.
And warm, yeah.
And since you have just eaten, you do not lose any endurance points, so that's nice. You continue along the tunnel for over a mile, but you soon become tired and stop to sleep. You awake feeling refreshed, but have no idea just how long you have been sleeping. The light of these caverns never change, be it day or night. Yeah, that's kind of bad considering you are at a time limit. Just saying. You continue onwards mile after mile, passing through a series of huge ice halls containing towering pillars of crystal. It's kind of like you just dumped into the polar equivalent of the Mines of Moria, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is, so I'll just move on.
You need to see Lord of the Rings one day, my dear.
I have seen it. I slept through half of Two Towers.
Sleeping through a movie is not seeing it.
Yeah. That's correct.
It was
You haven't seen it.
it was a
You haven't
movie.
seen a movie if you slept through it because you
Well,
were
I
asleep.
saw Lord
obviously.
of the Rings. I did not see half of Two Towers, but elsewhere I have seen it. It was a movie marathon for 12 hours at the local cinema.
Wow. But the Mines of Moria were in the first one. You know where they fought the Balrog?
Oh, the one that where you had to say Melon to get in?
Yep.
That's a very helpful fruit when it comes to open doors.
Yep. But yeah, if sleeping through a movie counted as seeing it, I guess I also paid attention in class today. No, seriously, I fell asleep. I really tried to stay awake, but this was the driest teacher talking about statistics about birth rates throughout the last couple of years.
Wow.
And it was for 1.5 hours. I could not stay awake. And neither could and I think some others also had trouble staying awake. So it's not because I'm a bad student or anything, but that was awful.
Yeah. Well, it's not easy having Professor Binns for a teacher.
That's basically what that guy is, and we have him every Friday. But sometimes he talks about something interesting. And it helps a bit. In any case, in one vast chamber you are mesmerized by the beautiful sight of a shimmering crystal ceiling. But beyond this chamber lies an even greater spectacle. A narrow passage leads onto a ledge running up to... I'm just screwing this sentence up all over the place. A narrow passage leads onto a ledge running around the brink of a huge chasm, over 1/2 mile wide. As you edge your way around this awesome void, you try not to look down into its windswept depths, many miles below. And we entered another one of Rana's nightmares.
Glorious. Move on.
You have been on the ledge for only a few minutes when a noise behind you makes you glance back. To your horror, you see you are being followed by a monstrous two-headed serpent.
Oh dear.
Shit.
Hey, look, it's Cobra.
Hi! Just keeping an eye on you.
God.
In any case, if you have tracking or animal kinship, you can use it now. It counts for the same thing, apparently.
Well, let's use animal kinship then.
Yes.
You recognize the serpent to be a Jarvik.
Oh no, he's gonna complain about how things are in this circle.
Oh God, no. We don't need that.
A two-headed and deadly poisonous ice snake. As it slithers near, you can clearly see the open jaw of the second head and the yellow curved fangs dripping with venom. It moves very quickly, and you know that you will not be able to outrun it along this narrow ledge. Do you have a fire sphere? Yes, you do.
Yep.
You remove the fire sphere from your jacket, quickly split open the two halves, and place them upon the narrow ledge behind. The Jarvik hisses loudly, both its heads wavering and darting at you in rage. It is desperate to attack, but it will not approach the fire sphere. Instead, it attempts to slither around the flames, but the ledge is very narrow, no more than a foot wide. It cannot pass without singeing itself. Eventually, angry but powerless, the reptile resigns itself to failure and disappears back along the ledge and into the passageway beyond. Fine, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it?
You can now retrieve your fire sphere and continue your exploration, so you keep the thing.
Yep.
Huh.
Good.
You reach a tunnel on the far side of the chasm and follow it for many miles. You eventually arrive at an enormous chamber, the ceiling of which towers 500 feet above you. An icy wind blowing through the many fissures that crack the ceiling whips around the hall. Do you wish to search for a way of climbing out and out through the fissure, or would you rather look for an exit on the far side of the hall?
I don't know.
Let's take a look around.
On the far side,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look on the far side of the hole.
you discover a low passage
Aye.
that opens out into a cavern full of stalagmites. There are two exits in the opposite ice wall, both disappear into darkness. In the snow around the entrance of both tunnels are many strange tracks. Do you have tracking?
No.
Then you'll have to choose either
Nope.
right or left. By the way, Rana, you are making sure to regenerate 1 endurance points per choice, right?
No, I have forgotten that, but I know how many choices we have made, so yeah, I will just be correcting that.
I
Good.
assume that means you have full life again.
Now, I think we have 31, I believe, so we have lost 1 life point at the moment.
Fair enough. In any case, do you take the right or the left tunnel?
I have to say, I would say the left. But then again, that is my favorite direction, so what about you guys?
Sure, let's just take left.
You know, my favorite direction is right, because I often am.
Okay, that was just lame.
Right, and Givenir, you okay with going left?
Well, yeah, why not?
After a short walk, you arrive at a massive ice hall full of crystal stalagmites and stalactites. The floor is covered with animal tracks and bones, yet the vast hall seems empty and still. You notice that the northern wall is a completely smooth surface of granite blocks stretched upwards to the icy ceiling over 100 feet above. You suddenly realize that you are staring at the foundation stones of Ikaia. You have reached the ice fortress!
Hooray.
And you have a picture to celebrate! Neat!
And there's a door in it, so we can walk in.
Let me see.
I know it's not the world's most exciting picture, but it is what it is.
Okay.
And the door wants us to look up.
Partially obscured. No, I'm not a door. There's one up there instead. Partially obscured by a large amount of crystals, you can just make out a ramp leading up to a massive stone door on the fortress wall. Your discovery brings renewed hope. If you can gain entry to Ikaia and quickly capture Vonotar, there is still time to reach your ship, the Cardinal, before the pack ice starts to freeze. Do you wish to cross the icy hall and examine the door? Or would you rather stop and search the bone-littered floor? Which also means you should have full health now, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it should. But I have to say, I say we search the floor.
Yeah, maybe there's food on some of those bones.
One never knows.
Water?
Well, it's 2 against 1, so
Well, just wanted your opinion.
Yeah.
You discover that many of the bones scattered among the stalagmites are of human origin.
Whoops.
Shattered skulls, skeletal hands, and rib cages lie half buried in the ice. You are about to abandon your search when a small box made of carved bone catches your eye. Do you wish to open it, or would you prefer to go to the door?
I say we open it by some means.
sure, why not?
Yep. Let's open the door. Whoa, the box.
Oh.
The bone box contains a beautiful diamond. Its many facets gleam and sparkle, even the dim half-light of the ice hall. In some alone, a jewel of this size and quality would be worth thousands of crowns. Do you wish to keep the diamond? You can slip it into your pocket and it's a special item.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Diamond.
As you climb the slippery stone ramp, the sounds of cracking ice makes you spin around. The large mound of crystals at the base of the ramp is beginning to move. The crystals are alive!
Huh.
You stare in disbelief as the mound is transformed into a writhing mass of crystal coils. The coils unwind and the ice creature slithers towards you. Do you wish to run towards the stone door or fight the creature?
Well, we have a very powerful legendary magical sword, but we have no idea what the fuck kind of creature we're dealing with.
Let's try the door. Quickly.
And that's the option you choose too, Rana?
Yeah, we take the door.
Givenir, you got an opinion?
I don't know. I don't know if we're going back this way, because then we're gonna have to fight it then. So,
But you try to evade it now. Is that what it is?
yeah, I guess I voted out anyway, so let's just see if we can reach the door.
As you reach the massive door, you desperately cast your eyes over it in hope of discovering a way to make it open. The door is completely smooth, it has no handle, lock or keyhole.